his.
Who AJ is?
Yeah. Like how good do you think? How good do you think he can be?
Well, there's a question: how good or how big? Because AJ's big. I don't know how good AJ is.
No, I'm talking about how
AJ's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Or what's like in terms of his musical output?
I feel like he can make a song.
Okay, but like, how much do you like his musical output in comparison to who do you think is on AJ's level, for example? Who would you put there? Like, what artist would you think?
He's in the. If you're doing current artists, I did this the other day where you did like the Premier League table.
Yeah, I love that. You know, tier list soon come. I know you lot hate that.
2021.
2021. Come back.
AJ for me is in that. I'm saying it's not being a fan of AJ as such. Like I don't really listen to AJ like that, but. For what he's doing, I'd say he'd make a space within the 5 to 10 position. I don't know where though. I don't know whether that's at the front end or the back end of them positions. But
Definitely at least.
I'd say
the
front
rows.
end.
I think it depends how you. I think it depends how you. It depends on the criteria and
now
how
we've
you
got
rank
more
it.
people than ever knocking on that door. So
That's facts. There's facts that even people that Unknown T and Digger D, like
They're in that tier. They're in that second
they're
tier.
pushing.
I think they're not on AJ's level yet though.
No?
No, they're not. No, simply not.
Okay.
They're not.
AJ's
They're
part
not.
of furniture.
There's no way.
That's so funny.
At the end of the day, AJ Tracey can stand there and sell before his first album 50,000 tour tickets. Do you know what I mean?
Business, I love it.
Like 50,000 tour tickets, £20 a ticket, that's £1 million.
So if we're talking
Can
5
that
to
man
10,
do them
though,
tour tickets?
if we're talking like top 5, top 10, who's above him other than like the big man?
No, if I was saying the top five, I mean, obviously you've always had that thing of Jay Huss, Storms, and Dave.
Yeah. Other than
But
that,
then I think the two that broke into that this year was Nines and Headie.
interesting.
So I make it a top 5 now rather than a top 3.
You think Headie's like?
Nines
So you think Nines has like gone up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you think
100%,
that?
without doubt, because he's made the crazy.
Nines is major.
He's
now been-
major, but
Nines
like,
is
I
so
feel
major.
like,
When he drops, it's major.
but I don't
know.
know talent-wise. You know what I mean? Like,
Talent wise.
No, we can't be talking about talent.
overall.
Yo, we're not talking about talent
no,
here.
okay, because you.
No,
but
I have.
the breakthroughs that
We
you
are-
lot-
are we talking about
Yeah,
talent?
you are, because the
I think it's
breakthroughs
overall,
he's
the whole
talking
thing.
about is you see
No, 'cause
literally
then-
those people's progression.
No, because what we meant, what
You
we
can't separate artists, man. You can't say they talented, but then the package,
Everything,
everything
yeah.
is the whole thing.
all right,
Like, that's how they
but
are.
I love that.
I agree.
I love
I
that
agree.
because you led with numbers. AJ's sound now, when you compare him to his contemporaries, doesn't match up. I would say. So if I asked you which set would you rather hear, his set or his contemporaries, like a Headie, like a DBE, like whoever you want to talk about.
But then there's gonna be a
Who
lot
would
of people that are gonna agree AJ over Headie.
You know
There's
what?
gonna be a hell of a lot of people.
From the culture, I don't know them.
Do you know what I mean?
From the culture, from the culture, I don't know them
100%,
still.
the culture.
Oh, that matters. I'm sorry, that
It's gonna
matters.
be Headie, but-
That matters. It's gonna be Headie. It's gonna be DBE. It's gonna be anybody. That's my point. Literally, out of the people that
What
you
is
put
the
on his
culture?
level.
DBE,
Oh,
I
okay,
think
if
you
you
could say
want to ask what is the
DBE.
culture, that's fine. But we all understood for a little bit, and now we want to.
No.
It's fine.
I
It's fine.
understand,
Expand.
but I want to. I understand.
Expand,
for the
fella.
viewers at home. For the
It's
viewers
fine.
at home, I want to know because the AJ Tracey fans might be thinking, "What are you talking about?"
It's true. They probably ain't part of the culture, but no, I hear you. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear
Okay.
you.
So you do. I think I
No,
might-
100% there's AJ.
I don't want to put
I'm
words in your
joking,
mouth.
I'm joking.
But do you want me to explain what the culture is?
Go on. No, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah,
Briefly,
yeah.
and if just
Yeah, but I don't want to put words
No,
in your
100%.
mouth.
Yeah, I'll intervene if I think it's not. It don't match up with mine.
Obviously, like previously, the urban scene, whatever,
Yeah.
was basically like the black scene, and essentially what we mean is like the young black music scene.
And even
Okay.
not so young, because I'm old now. I'll be honest, but I think I still count somewhat as what is being liked, rated by the
Okay.
culture. I'm
But
still
also,
there.
I don't think the culture is strictly limited to like just being black. I think it's also like class wise.
100%. No, I just mean people that have subscribed to it. I just mean people that really know it. People that really in tune with the music, not people that consume through playlists and radio, like and what's popping and stuff. And also like what is in their peripheral. Like I reckon AJ Tracey gets on their feed a lot more than some other artists that we rate.
Yeah,
quite
but I'm
highly.
sure they also listen to a
Even
lot
more
of
than a
people.
Headie or whatever.
I'm sure they listen to a lot of other people that are in the culture though.
Yeah, I would not agree, but probably on a certain side of it though. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
You went to an
I
AJ
heard
Tracey
Jamie O'Hara bigging up Headie One the other day on Talksport.
I remember that because obviously they had that O'Hara bar in it.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, I
Wait,
remember.
hold
Jamie-
on. I
that was on-
swear Headie said that Jamie O'Hara fell off.
Yeah, he did. But yeah,
He picked him up.
and he picked him up. Yeah, he still rated the reference. I remember it was on. Of course, it was a while ago still that O'Hara mentioned that, but I remember that still. But yeah, I only say that to say like, I rate AJ. I rate his position, and he's done really, really well. He's independent, quote unquote, like whatever that means. So he's done his thing. But I just don't think his musical output levels with that of the contemporaries that you put him with. Like you lot are saying
The
that
output
nearly
right
top
now?
5. Yeah. No, the output over the last 3 years. Like he's got a couple garage bangers, 100% undeniable.
He's not making the top 5 list out of them 5.
But even what you lot would enjoy and listen to and go and subscribe to.
No, you're not lying. I just wanted.
That's
you
what
to
I'm
say it
saying.
with
I would
chest,
say he's
that
a
was
bigger
all.
artist than Nines,
Okay.
personally.
You
Do
you know what? Yeah. Mainstream wise, numbers wise, yes. But with it, when you bring in the culture at all, though.
He ain't got a number one album, no.
Who? AJ? Yeah, that's true.
Where did
Crabs in the Bucket.
Oh,
finished
was
number
it
one.
Crabs? Oh.
where did Baby Goat come?
Didn't come number one.
But
There
like,
was an album called Baby Goats.
It didn't come number
Baby
one.
Goat. Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
entirely
yeah, no,
sure.
it was self-entitled. It was originally called Baby Goat.
But then at the same time, to be
Tracey.
fair, AJ also hasn't really dropped since the number one has become much more
commonplace.
frequent.
Yeah, true indeed.
So
He
when
came
does
right before
drop-
that though. but
When he
yeah.
does drop his next project, I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
I mean, Dave went number one with his album very close to when he dropped. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but Dave was one of the.
We're the first to say it.
one of the
I'm not.
first few,
Yeah, I'm just
you know,
saying.
hits.
And Nines
Jay
also had the
Hustles.
whole like I just come out of jail rollout. Or not. Wait, no, it wasn't just come out of jail. It's just been away for a long time.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, man. I mean, Nines makes an album every 2 years anyway. I think Nines.
No, there was
Nines
a
just had
bit of a
great
break.
campaign, man.
There was a
Nines had
break.
great
though.
Yeah, that campaign was very
was
good.
just levels. That was probably the best campaign of the year.
But do you feel like is that what's affecting AJ though?
What's that?
Like the lack of I've
It's
been
true.
away. Like no, probably not.
No.
Like Nines, it's the music that man's making that makes Nines resonate more. It's not the fact that
Yeah,
man's been
it's the
away.
sound.
That's
You
the
can't,
sound.
rule him out. I can't rule AJ out of progressing to that next level simply because it's like football. at
He
the
could
end of the
definitely
day.
progress,
It's
though.
like that player might be there and doing something. If he moves somewhere else, I'm not saying like even a label situation. Like he's got his independent thing, but we don't know what the advancement of him could be. His advancement might be as we saw with Storms. Storms went from being independent to then going to Atlantic. Now at Def Jam, what's going to happen with AJ? Is AJ going to stay independent? If he does move up to that Atlantic or to a big major label, is he then going to get that push that will put him in that number one position?
Is he going to make that sound though? It's not about number one. It's not all. That's what I'm saying. It's not all about the numbers.
No,
AJ is
it's
actually
not.
impressive.
But
with the
again,
numbers,
but when I say that major label, I don't just mean major label push for the numbers, but then also you have to realize when you're in them major infrastructures, people get mistaken and think they're just like some machines. Like these are people that have expertise and relationships with certain producers and know how to make records. So they know what it will take to get like a Fraser T. Smith in with Storms. They know these things that are going to take it from there to there, where maybe as an independent you ain't getting that knowledge. Like it's there's great executives at the end of the day behind these artists that you're seeing do very well. You're looking at Huss, Black Butter, they're great, doing a great job. All these places are doing
He's
great
left
jobs.
now, though, right?
Who knows? All right, but it's an interesting conversation. Like moving away from AJ and focusing more on Digger.
Insider secrets.
Yeah, man, it's good to. I appreciate the industry insight. To be honest, shout out Kieran, industry Kieran. Come on, resident of the Good to Go podcast.